California has Americans who are Muslim once again in the spotlight, and some candidates for president in the limelight heating up their rhetoric. Today, an effort to defuse a dangerous escalation. Brianna Vannozzi reports.
I assure my fellow Americans that American Muslims are like every American.
Standing side by side with Jersey City leaders, the head of the Council on American-Islamic Relations called for an end to rhetoric he says stirs anti-Muslim sentiments.
Donald Trump has made vicious and unfounded claims against the American Muslim community.
Referring to the GOP presidential frontrunner's remarks at a campaign rally, Trump called for surveillance of certain U.S. mosques.
I watched when the World Trade Center came tumbling down. And I watched in Jersey City, New Jersey, where thousands and thousands of people were cheering as that building was coming down.
Today's press conference was scheduled before the San Bernardino mass shooting and before the assailants' religious affiliations were known. But in its wake, the Muslim leader's message remained the same.
You have to separate the individual from the belief. You cannot paint all Muslims with the same brush.
Jersey City Mayor Steve Fulop was adamant that Trump's claims about cheering Muslims are not true.
With regards to police reports, there's no record from media outlets that would substantiate those allegations. In the days after 9/11, there was obviously a lot of concern across the country, and accusations at that time were found to be unfounded, actually.
Islamic leaders say they've felt increased tensions following the statement. Fulop echoed that.
City Hall was inundated with hundreds of phone calls from across the country.
As the state's second largest city with one of the most diverse populations, Fulop said law enforcement is in constant communication with faith-based leaders with or without hints of hate crimes.
And then we generally escalate police presence around them to make sure that they feel protected and make sure that there's no adverse reaction to the community here in Jersey City. So that's standard operating procedure for us. We continue to do that regardless of where the facts are today. If we feel that there's any degree of concern for our community here, we respond to that.
Islamic leaders invited elected officials and community members to visit a local mosque and get to know the people. They condemned the shootings and offered their prayers, saying we need to live in solidarity, reminding everyone today that with more than 8 million Muslims living in the U.S., they're here to stay. For NJTV News, I'm Brianna Vannozzi.
Next Monday, it's open season